Good morning, everyone. Our paper is the impact of electronic banking on customer satisfaction. Nowadays, technology is a key factor in business success. It also gives a different shape to everyday life. The banking sector is also included in this technological revolution where customers are no longer required to appear in one of the bank's branches to perform a transaction, withdraw or deposit money, or receive their bank account activity. This research aimed to investigate and develop how some countries' elements during the process and formulating of e-banking can afford customers' intention to use it. We used three criteria to see customer satisfaction: benefit criteria, reliability criteria, and perceived ease of use criteria. In order to verify these criteria, we used a questionnaire addressed to bank customers to see how they perceive these criteria for the use of e-banking. E-banking is performing financial activities, checking bank account, or offering banking products and service through use of internet. According to RUPA 2015, there is no need to be near a physical location with a mobile phone or a personal computer. With one click, you can transfer money, pay bills, or buy financial instruments. The definition of e-banking varies partly between studies. Since electronic banking refers to several types of banking service performed electronically, according to Maltz 1998. The following level of usage of online banking has encouraged banks to reformulate their way of doing business to remain competitive, since the clients are the promoters and initiators of innovation. They require more flexibility and innovation banking service, according to Ortiz 2019. Technological progress and socioeconomic changes, along with globalization, increased customers' demand and rising competition have led to the rapid development and adoption of internet banking channels such as ATM, POS, phone banking, internet banking, mobile banking, and automated branches. These innovation forms of banking are becoming the new mainstream and are expected to completely replace most of the function of a traditional branch in the coming years. According to several studies, the main benefits of using e-banking for customers are time saving, 24/7 availability, lower transaction fee, access from everywhere, transaction speed and range, easier transaction for personnel with special needs, available information, increased security. And the disadvantage of using e-banking for customers are security issues, inadequate technology competence, ownership of the necessary equipment, absence of the personal contact. Web-based applications are new ways for banks to retain customers and provide new service to them, according to Martin's 2014. Several models have been used to study internet banking acceptance, and various conclusions have been drawn from previous research. Nevertheless, the lack of customer security and privacy and trust are both attributes to the bank, and internet banking acceptance has been and remains a barrier to the widespread adoption of internet banking. The most common reason for dissatisfaction with internet banking are privacy and security concerns. According to PON 2007, customers are concerned about security issues because several banking services are now available via the internet and smart devices. Customers are concerned about privacy and security issues, so they kept one eye uh, on what kind of data is collected, for what purpose, how long this data is stored, and for what purpose their data is processed, according to GJONI and Sting 2013. Our research aimed to explain the topic by examining it as a digital banking strategy related to information quality. E-banking improves customer service performance. We show how the emphasis on information quality must take into account the complexities of the local environment. We extend the research and previous studies that require process-level investigation of digital technology and consequences, looking at the effects considered by them on the relationship between the use of technology in banking service and customer satisfaction, including the main types of connection, drawing on the various studies in literature, the use of security and privacy were found to be the most important determinator factor with obscure customer adoption of the Internet. The research designs for this study was descriptive research. A survey was conducted to test the hypothesis. The population of the study consists of Internet banking users to assess the factors that influence the intentions of use electronic banking. We conduct a study survey and submitted it to customers of banking service of different ages, of different levels of education. The purpose of the study is to analyze the correlation between variables and then use that information to determine whether or not there is any relationship between the variables. To present the result of our study based on the questionnaire, we have based on the relationship of the variables that act as moderator and mediators. Also with the method of t-test and ANOVA. The main hypotheses are as follows. Hypothesis 1, electronic banking will affect customers' preference based on their view of the usefulness of the service. Hypothesis 2, electronic banking will influence customers' preference based on the security and reliability that the systems offers you in banking operations. And hypothesis 3, electronic banking will influence customers' preference based on the ease of the use offered by the application or electronic service. According to the demographic data, we notice that regardless of the age, gender, education level, or employment, the use of e-banking has become practically in everyday life, and the number of uses is increased. Customers who use e-banking are 72% of the total amount, a very satisfactory percentage point out of the improvement over the time from the focus on cash and banking branches to the use of electronic service and money movement transactions through the application. Users declare that they mainly use e-banking for bank transfer at 39% and transactions with ATM at 33% and other actions at 28%. The main reason for not using banking is the fear of lack of security, 55%, and the rest from the difficulty of use it. The questionnaire made by us and studied with regressions give us concrete data about the effect of electronic banking. Clients have mostly expressed themselves in favor of the benefits that electronic service offered, but also the statistical results show us this. Where based on these figures, according to the regression, we can come to the conclusion that utility is a factor that influences directly the customer's response. So the first hypothesis is confirmed. Our questionnaire reflects that reliability has increased and the development of technology has provided with high security against cyber attacks of misused data. It cannot be denied that the feeling of uncertainty and doubt still exists, but there is a drastic decrease where customers now come to see more clearly applications and online service as effective solution. We confirm this from the regression according to the data, where the concern is present, but the effect of this factor is significant in the progress of use and the operation of e-banking. Customers would be more willing to disclose credit and financial information online if they saw a reduction in transaction risk. So the second hypothesis on reliability and electronic security is confirmed. Ease of use, according to Al-Sharif 2060, is classified as the main factor that has a distinct effect, but we don't agree with this statement. According to our findings, we came to the conclusion that the ease of use is a component with a positive correlations influence but lower than the usefulness, so not as primary influencing factor in the use or non-use of e-banking by customers. Although this result, we support the hypothesis 3. The beta coefficient in our regressions analysis describe the relativity weights of each independent variables. The large beta coefficient reveals that usability is the main influencing component regarding the usage and satisfactions that customers have as a dependent variable compared to the lower numerical results of other independent variables. Many customers mention as problems in the use of e-banking their lack of knowledge of the internet and the slowness of performing actions. The conclusions of the regressions that the speed of action or other factors not related to safety or usefulness are statistically insignificant does not contradict the fact that the three variables we took in the study are essential in the relations to perceived satisfaction. Science conditions of this tends to be minor and have minimal impact on the readiness of use. This study showed that both theoretical and in the real world of the economy, especially the functioning of the banking system, the concepts of satisfaction, utility, and loyalty have often been discussed and interpreted in different research methods. Even people who see them as distinctly different from ideas assumed a close relationship between them, which has traditionally been seen as a linear relationship. The main finding of the study is that the relationship between online satisfaction and usefulness is associated by the provision of security and loyalty and somewhat mediated by the ease of use, based on the findings of calculation and comparison of alternative models. Internet banking enables the improvement of the banking industry through new services, in developing countries. In addition, at this stage of the economic difficulties that developing countries are facing, technological improvement and with this the application of online service is considered the major facilitator of the overall development of the banking industry, upon which the entire future banking service are to be created and directed, even if it provides benefits to banks and their clients. Using internet banking service in Albania remains low. Thank you for your attention.